Massive warning. I've been trying to warn people about this type of stuff since 2020. I've been shouting from the mountaintops. There is no get rich quick. Money made hastily removes very, very quickly. And I've been talking specifically about the meme coin casino for a very, very long time. The reason why I speak about this is I have data. I've helped over 10,000 people worldwide understand true fundamentals of these markets. And I have not met one person that has gained wealth and sustained it. Yet, I mean, you could prove me wrong. There might be some people that have made money, but I think now we're seeing clearly who's actually making the money. There's a meme coin disaster going down right now, and it's very negative, but there's a positive to this for those fundamental long-term holders, people that hold things like Bitcoin, XRP, XLM, HBAR, the true utility tokens. Now, I'm not talking about token launches that have a real world solve and a real company and real leadership teams behind them. I'm talking about these meme coins where people are trying to get 50x, 20x, and these influencers are promoting these over and over and over again. That's what they do for a living. They have the insight, they're getting paid, and you are the exit liquidity. There is no get rich quick. It doesn't exist. And I can shout from the mountaintops, but now it's all getting exposed at a deep level from somebody who launched a coin for the president of Argentina. And Argentina got rug pulled. It is one of the biggest meme coin scandals that we've ever seen. So we had Celsius, we had FTX collapse, and now this is the new black swan. Now, here's the positive of this. Okay. First, they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. I don't know if this is a positive, but what this is going to do is it's going to push regulation and it's going to push people into true utility tokens. Okay. This sideways action is going to continue for just a little bit longer as people settle in, as the manipulation continues from the big asset managers working to get in and buy the dip. So pay attention to what I'm about to show you and just listen to what I'm about to say. There is no get rich quick. If you truly want to win in these markets, yes, you can build wealth. We became financially free and now we're building financial freedom for our family. But you have to put a long-term horizon on. You have to develop a fundamental investment thesis and you have to stick to it. I'm okay with a 5x. I'm okay with a 10x. I'm okay with a 2x. I'm not looking for 50 and 100x's. When you're chasing the markets, you're going to get wrecked 100% of the time. Don't chase the markets. Let them come to you. And I knew this moment was coming, and it is getting exposed at the deepest level from somebody who makes some of the biggest projects in the world. So the first thing that we want to dive into is Argentinian's president, Milei, faces impeachment calls after promoting a cryptocurrency. This is wild what happened here, okay? So we're going to try to follow this along. You know, it's all over the news. It's everywhere. So Justin Hayden Davis linked to Libra and Melania meme coins admitted to financial misconduct in an interview with CoffeeZilla. So I recommend you go watch the whole interview because it'll help you understand how this actually works. So who's getting paid in these? The person who creates the token, the person who's really close to the person in the token. They're called KOLs. I think it's key online leaders. I think that's the word. So I would be considered a KOL, like a voice in the industry. And I can tell you from personal perspective, I've been approached by hundreds and hundreds of companies since 2020 due to our mass reach, right? We get about 1 million views a day across all platforms, about 30 million views a month. And we've been approached by project after project. Answers no, 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 no. And if I say yes, I'm getting involved in the company because I will go down with the ship. Now, remember, there's a meme coin, a shit coin that has no value at all, right? It's just a pump and dump. That's all that most of these are. And then there's tokens that launch, so don't get them twisted, that have real world solves behind them. They have companies and leadership teams and actually real utility that is solving a problem. That's where everything gets convoluted and that's where everybody puts everything in the same bucket. So you have to separate the two. So remember what I tell you. Don't ask what to invest in, ask why you're investing in it. Okay. So this is massive, massive news. And I think this is the black swan that's going to cause continued push for regulation. All right, so this is him addressing Libra. So we're going to listen to a couple videos here because I really want to educate you guys on this. There is no get rich quick. There's no influencer, including me. I'm not reaching out to you on Telegram, WhatsApp. Those are all scammers, scammers, scammers. I'm actually working on a solution with a company right now that I'm going to this is something I'm very passionate about, is that we're not going to stop these scam accounts. There's thousands of them, but I'm working on a solution so you can verify that we're talking to us. Okay. So this is really important. This is the guy that created, was the whole foundation and the facilitator of Libra.
Hey guys, my name's Hayden. I know there's tons of frustrations. I've had tons of crazy text messages on my phone. I'm here to set the record straight, both because there were things that were in and out of my control. I was only a part of what's happened with Libra, but also I want to just shed a little bit more light and let you guys at least see my face, because a lot of people that have been involved with this launch have gone either silent or are nowhere to be found. And I want to make sure there's A, accountability, and B, a structure going forward so that people don't feel screwed over. And I do believe there's actually an amazing way forward if people are open to it. Before I say anything else, I am indeed Javier Malay's advisor. Obviously, I think most of you guys have seen that either on Twitter or some form of social media. I am working with him and his team on much bigger tokenization and really cool stuff in Argentina, and I absolutely back him. What happened with Libra, I think there's many things I could say. There's only certain elements that I could control the launch. Definitely things didn't go according to plan. But rather than share all the details right now, because it's going to be a much longer video, it's going to be a much longer structure, I want to make sure you guys all know I'm a very direct, straight to the point person. And I think there's a very specific way forward here. My intention is every single dollar I've managed to round up, which I believe is every single dollar that's been collected or from fees or farming or liquidate anything, I've managed to get back. And my intention is to inject everything back into the Libra chart. And my intention is to do that next 24 to 48 hours. I'm open if there's a different plan that benefits all of you more. For anybody, especially any crypto leaders that have a structural plan, and a structural plan quickly, I'm very open to figuring that out. But right now, that is my game plan. I don't think people realize all the complexities of what happens with the launch, but I do think people deserve a right to know, and I will be sharing about it in future videos. For now, I wanted you guys to just see my face. My statement will be below, but I think addressing the elephant in the room, which is in the next 24, 48 hours, and unless somebody has a better idea, any funds that I've been able to get back in my possession from all the parties involved, I intend to put right back into the chart and either burn or lock on the liquidity side. And I do call on all the people that benefited from this on the fee side, whether that was Photon, Bullex, Meteora, Jupiter, Moonshot, any of those guys that collected any amount of fees, to do the same thing, as I do believe this could be quite the success story if flipped differently, but also I think it's fair. And I think that is at minimum what should happen in this particular case. So anyways, with more information, I'll share a more of a statement below, but I wanted you guys to see.
Okay, so he's the one that created this. He's dealing with a president of a country, right? This guy has built some of the biggest meme coin projects. Now, here's the biggest thing. Here's the issue with this, is anybody can create a meme coin. So you have all these influencers creating meme coins, and they have no idea the depth and complexity. First of all, they haven't even ran a company before. Second of all, they're launching a meme coin and they're accepting the public's money with no game plan, with no real game plan. If you go into this interview and look at the complexity of what happens behind the scenes, we're going to talk about Snipe. I heard first crypto Snipe. That's the first time I've ever heard that. What I do know is that the person who creates the project and the people close to them, the insiders, right, are the ones that make the most money. And then I learned about crypto snipers. So this is the thing. You have to be very, 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 very careful. If you heard about it on Twitter, you're too late. If you hear it about it on Instagram or TikTok, most of these influencers are being paid to promote these. I mean, that's a fact. Why are they all of a sudden switching projects all the time and promoting different things? It's very, very important to understand that they're promoting these things because they're getting paid by the company. Okay. They're very close to it. Or if they're launching the token, obviously there has to be some sort of, there's nothing wrong with launching something, but there is something wrong if there's no real world solve, if there's no fundamentals to it. So what are they truly doing with the money behind the scenes, which is very important. And I think that's the biggest issue, is that people are launching these things with no business background, with no understanding of infrastructure, systems, processes, governance, which is super important, right? I failed in business so many times because there's so much complexity to it. Now we run, 6 companies and they're very complex. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of infrastructure that needs to be in place. There's a lot of governance that needs to be in place, right? You're dealing with people's money, their life, and their livelihood. And so this is a short piece of CoffeeZilla's interview. I highly recommend you listen to it because I think it'll help you become more fundamental in crypto.
Now, this is a bit of a sensitive topic, but I have to ask because, this is part of what my story is about. A lot of people have linked you to the Melania launch, and that is a big question on everyone's mind, mine especially, which is, were you part of the Melania launch, and was that sniped as well?
I mean, look, I think that I told you like beforehand but before this started. I'm happy to share the truth, but you're asking a question that's it's just, I'll answer, but it's factually going to put me into a lot of danger, which is fine. I'll answer. I was part of it. I think the team did want to snipe it because of how big the snipe was on Trump's, and we weren't we definitely weren't the big sniper. We were not that was what we were trying to avoid. And we didn't make any. There was no money made from the Melania team on any. We didn't take any liquidity out. Zero.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Before we continue to the next one, I want to share with you, Melania, Trump, the president of Argentina, they have no idea how this works behind the scenes. They're not doing anything nefarious. I don't even think the president of Argentina did anything wrong. What the problem is, if you go deeper into the layers and you really understand this and go from surface deeper and deeper and deeper, there's these things called snipers. These, he just shared, they snipe their own projects. And his justification is, well, there's other snipers going to snipe it. There's people coming into these projects and they know before it even launches. And so within milliseconds, they're getting in at a low price and then they're dumping on you. Very, very important to understand. So if you're getting into this meme coin casino, like, you better know your shit. You better be studying this stuff, because if you heard about it on Twitter or you heard about it from a friend, you're too late. It's just a fact. You're too late, right? Again, going back to the fundamentals. Now, if you want to hold it long term, but if you're trying to get rich quick and you're trying to get these 50, 100Xs, you better know what you're doing. You better know what you're doing, okay? So here's the connection from Cointelegraph. The bubble map analyst says that Libra meme coin has been launched by the same team behind Melania token. Now, again, I'm not saying that Melania or Trump or the Argentinian president did anything wrong. They don't understand how this stuff works. I didn't even understand how this stuff works. So I pulled it up on ChatGPT and I wanted to ask, what is sniping? Okay. How crypto sniping works. And this guy goes into detail in this interview, and it makes you sick to your stomach. You're like, holy shit. I'm so glad I stuck with fundamentals. I'm so glad I stuck with my fundamental portfolio. And I'm so happy with my 800% return since 2020. And since Trump became president, a 500% return on my XRP. Everybody's like, oh, everybody just holding XRP through this whole thing when you could have done this. I'm sorry, but 10,000 people that I've helped, we're at 10,200 people. I have not met one person rolling in the dough off of meme coins. They get wrecked every single time. Or if they won, they go back into the casino, and this is what happens. So using bots. So what is crypto sniping? So using bots. Many snipers use automated bots that scan blockchain transactions to execute trades before the others can react. So before you can even get in there, there's bots scanning to get in there, and it's going to get worse. Liquidity detection. Sniper bots monitor smart contracts and buy a token immediately after liquidity is added. So as soon as liquidity is added, boom, they buy it. You're literally over there. Should I get it? Should I not? And shit's happening in milliseconds. front running. Some bots can place buy orders faster than a human trader by paying higher gas fees to jump the queue. Selling quickly. Once the price pumps, snipers sell their holdings for a quick profit. And guess what? You get caught holding the bag. There is no get rich quick. There is no get rich quick. But there is a portal that is opened up if you focus on the next 6 years. And again, guys, chill out. You're good. It's not over. The bull run's not over. The crypto is not over. XRP is not going anywhere. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. XLM's not going anywhere. HBAR's not going in. The fundamental cryptos are not going anywhere. What's going to go somewhere is these shit coins with these, people promoting this stuff that are wrecking people. Okay, that's what's going to go somewhere. Unfortunately or fortunately, whatever side you're on, is regulations coming in. So that's the catalyst of what just happened. That's the black swan to say, listen, look at this stuff. Countries are getting rug pulled. So that's going to push for faster regulation. So here's what I do. Remember, Bitcoin, I'm holding 100%. I'm never releasing my Bitcoin. I'm constantly accumulating it. Okay. That's my future bank and generational wealth. Okay. XRP is my largest holding, and all my other cryptocurrencies, I have my bags packed on those. Okay. I'm exiting 50% in the short term. Okay. I'm a long-term holder. 50% of my altcoins are held forever. I pull from the top of the risk pyramid if it goes up. That's why I don't worry about the bull run or bear market. Bear market, I like the bear market way better than the bull market. I love this sideways action. It's more opportunity for me to buy in because I'm a long-term fundamental holder. I'm not in it to get rich quick. And that's how we built freedom. That's how we built wealth. When everybody was trying to get rich quick and they're chasing these pumps and stuff, we just stayed calm. We dollar cost averaged every day. When it dipped and collapsed, we bought more because we believe in what we're invested in. If you're chasing the markets, they're going to run from you. Allow the markets to come to you. Observe nature. So I pull it down the risk pyramid. I use cash value life insurance. Okay. I use index universal life. So my partner and I, we have 11 policies combined. We'll max fund those policies. Once those buckets are full, it'll bleed over into a little bit of silver, a little bit more real estate. I use cash generating dividend ETF strategy. When I generate cash from that, I de-risk back into Bitcoin and XRP. When I get paid by my companies on Wednesday and Friday, I de-risk. I take my deflationary, I take my 3% purchasing power American dollar, and I transmute it into something that's deflationary like Bitcoin and XRP. Very simple process. I'm just moving money and transmuting it and, staying calm and, staying humble and, not buying a bunch of Lambos and Ferraris and houses. And someday that stuff will come, but I'll never buy that with my own family's money. I'll buy it with an asset, put it on the vision board. And, when an asset can pay for liability, then we'll do it. It's God, family, protect your ecosystem at all costs. Stay out of other men and women's business because you're too busy working on yours. Okay. So I hope that helps. That's what I'm talking about. The meme coin casino. It literally just got revealed. You are the exit liquidity. You're going to get wrecked 100% of the time. If your strategy is chasing this type of stuff, you're never going to build wealth. It's just going to be this repetitive process. Now, there are people getting wealthy doing this. This is what they do for a living. This is what they do all day. They're literally in front of computers all day. So if you're going to step back and do that, but you better be quick. You better understand the game. You better get close to the top, because the top is making the money, the insiders are making the money, and now we got bots taking your money. Okay. So I'm so glad that December 20th, 2020, when they dropped that case on Ripple and the price dropped, I just kept buying and I kept buying. And I knew and I felt that XRP would leave a dent in the universe. And I still believe that. So stay fundamental, stay long-term. This is when you should be getting in, when everything is sideways, but everybody's going to come in when it's hypey and everybody's, oh, I bought Bitcoin at 180 when you could have bought it at 90. I'm buying XRP at $10 when you could have bought it at $2.70. But everybody's journey is different, and I think that's important. They're all equally important. So big warning as well. We are coming up with a solution on this, which I'm very excited to partner with my first company in regards to this. We're getting involved with the company as well because the scammers out there, that's the only thing that makes me lose sleep at night. That's it. It's just all these scam bots. And here's an example, all this bullshit. They're using AI technology. And so we're coming up with a solution for that. So you can verify you're talking to me, which I think is very important. And it's important for our journey together. But just forewarning, I do not invest people's crypto. I do not have a trading platform. That is not me you're talking to. Not on WhatsApp, not on Telegram, not on Facebook, not on anything. I will never proactively DM you. I'll never ask about your crypto. I'll never ask you to send me money. So don't send your money to anybody. There you go. Okay. What I do have for you is resources. Okay. First is my Warrior Academy. You'll see it down below, 3T Warrior Academy, Coach JV Academy. I've helped 10,000 people do this fundamentally, understand what this game is. Okay. What do we invest in? How do we get in? How do we get out? It's education. Okay. We're not giving you a fish. We're just teaching you how to fish. Okay. It's important. It's community, live calls, support. So you can ask questions, when things are going haywire, our team goes live and just explains what we believe. We're fishing together. That's what we're doing. It's a community. So if you need support, it's one of the greatest communities ever, 10,000 people worldwide. We have 2,100 active people every single day in there. It's your tribe. It's your vibe. So that's the Coach JV Academy or the 3T Warrior Academy down below. On the other side, completely separate, I get tons of messages daily on how I use cash value life insurance. What I do may not work for you. So I created what's called a needs assessment. Okay. My team will text you, call you, email you. You'll never send them money directly, but they're going to do a retirement strategy for you. Okay, they're going to go deep into your finances, take a look at where you're at, dream a little bit with you, share with you, some strategies that we use. We can help you with annuities, cash value life insurance, protect your family, and we can help you understand how we build wealth in these economic times. So we love you guys. We appreciate you. As we always say, Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. Love you guys.